Hey, it's everybody out there. It's been a while. I think I may have forgotten how to do this. Plus, it's one of my streams. Something will definitely go wrong with the audio, the visual, something technological. Let me know if you can hear me. Nerd, what is up, dude? Honestly, I know it seems like I might be over exaggerating. I am prone to doing that. I am not. I have listened to every second of your last two BG rank up advice. It is something that I think about all the time, as you know. I've done my own videos on it, like a bit of a tier list. You and I take a different approach, but I think part of that is because I'm trying to shoot for like the top 500, the top 1,000. You're like top 4. So I have really enjoyed that. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for putting them out there. You know that like that's a big deal for me. So I have really enjoyed those. B McG, what is up, my friend? How are you? This feels like it's been forever. If someone could say like, hey, we can actually hear you. You are not speaking into the void. I would love to hear PWF. Neto, it's our anniversary, my friend. What is up, dude? Thank you so much for being here. Crazy Aiden, how you doing? Eric, what's up, my friend? Mr. Belding, Sefasi. Thanos is here. Even Thanos, Buff Thanos. That actually really, I think he got a synergy lately, and I was still like, oh, he's not that much better. That's great. Jason, what's up, dude? Ronald, welcome back to the real world. Yeah, man. You can hear me. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Jeremiah, you rascal. I bet you guys haven't heard rascal used in a serious way in a very long time. B McG. Man, guys, I am so glad. If you can hear it in my voice, people who are tuning in were like, we really want to see Wong tested. What is this? We will get to it, I promise. But I'm just so excited to be back. For those who don't know, I've been gone, I think it was over a month and a half. We started off with about a week in Chicago, then went to an area called Holbox in Mexico. It's an island. It was absolutely beautiful. A lot of mosquitoes, but it was beautiful. And then Mexico City for about a month. It was a full month. It was I just felt like I was living there. It was amazing. And then finished off with a week in Cabo, and then went to San Diego, actually. So I'm just excited to be back. I did my best to put out videos and content, keep up with what was going on in MCoC. I'm sure I missed a few things, but with my Discord server and then being back in 4 Loki, I miss those. I miss those guys and gal. There's a gal. I miss them so much, and they were like, hey, do you want to come back? And I was like, sure. I mean, I'm at Frida Kahlo's house right now, but yeah, I'd love to do war with you all. And it was cool. It was really, really fun to be back. So, all right. If anyone has any specific questions, I'll be happy to talk about them. But I do know people are tuning in to see some gameplay here, so we will get to that. Toffrey, what is up, man? You have to head out? Oh, I just appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being here. You've probably already left. Mr. Building, I haven't heard Rascal used by someone who is also streaming. There you go. If there's got to be a trifecta there. There's got to be a trifecta. We've hit the 2. We've got the duo. Let's do this. Tougher, what vacation? My only vacation 2 days in DC this week, and you didn't even get to meet Campo because he's not there. He's not there. I'm sorry, man. And that would be the highlight of going to DC. I mean, DC seems awesome. Don't get me wrong, but I would really love to meet Campo in real life. Thanos, Gamora is very underrated, actually R4. I took her to rank 3. I've been trying to tell people she's amazing. Well, she's very good. She's very, very good. And people are like, no, she's not. Stop telling us that. So what are you going to do? We all can disagree. That's all right. Thoughts on Gallon? David, I want Gallon badly. In fact, I thought about doing it on stream, but I chose not to. I just opened 20 crystals for Gallon. That video will come out tomorrow, but I badly want him. I think he's one of those champions. You'll often hear me say it. I've been saying this. This is a phrase I've been using for a long time now. I think he's very well suited for the game right now, and where it very clearly seems to be headed. Very clearly seems to be headed as that relationship between Mystics and Cosmics continues to evolve with Neutralize and things like that. Like, we're seeing this happen more, right? Champions coming out. There's a reason why I wanted Rintra so badly. I was so excited to get him, and I took him straight to rank 4. Those videos are just now coming out because I just couldn't do it while I was on vacation. So I badly want Gallon. And one of the things, like, when you see a new ability like that come out, right? Like his immunity to... I can't think what he's immune to, nullify and some other things. One of the things I've learned in playing this game for so long is sometimes champions come out like that, and it's like a precursor. where it's like, well, the champion's really not that good, right? They can't do damage or whatever. Like, they have this cool ability. Like, think of like Squirrel Girl with her ability to manipulate her combo. But in general, she's just not that good. I wanted to like Squirrel, like that's a Squirrel Girl bobblehead right there on the desk. But she's just not that good. Gallon is like, he's got that cool new mechanic, cool new ability. Also, he destroys things. I put out, it was like a 4-minute video where I showed him destroying stuff with the SV1. And then I was like, okay, I know you guys want to see Incinerate. We saw Incinerate stuff. Let's take a look at the Incinerate. And the fight lasted like another 10 seconds. It was a very short video and I didn't even talk, which is unusual for me. But like I said, I was on vacation. Larry, Wong's the only featured I have. So yeah, Larry, I know, man. I've been keeping up with you on those featured crystal pools, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to see Wong. I always say we're going to dive right into it. And then I miss you guys. This is why this is fun. I'm excited to do this all. PWF, where are all the pina coladas? I left them in Cabo San Lucas. I did have, I don't drink a lot. I don't drink a lot. I will admit, or say, or whatever, admit it as if it was like a sin. It's not bad to not drink a lot. But I don't drink a lot. And I probably had between 3 and 4 over the course of, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours. And between that and the heat, it got to me. I was fine. I mean, I was fine. I was out at the pool and whatnot. But it definitely hit me. I think I died 3 times in one war. I felt pretty badly about that. Tafra, Campo was in DC. DC was hot, and I have an Apple Watch. Yeah, I have one. I have one too. Zeno, 6-star Wong today. I love this game. I do too, man. And we will eventually get into this. I haven't streamed in probably 2 months, and I'm enjoying saying hello to everybody. David, I opened 10 crystals for Gallon Valkyrie and got extreme luck with a 2-star Gallon. What, dude? Like I said, I do have the video coming out tomorrow on the opening. I kind of talked a little bit about why I like him so much, but you basically just got all of that information. Additionally, YouTube's like, now would be a good time to insert ads. I don't know how to do that, so we will not. Plus, I think this is important. He's one of those champions, right? I think it's just on Sig level 1 where he gets that stun immunity when he is in his harvest or I don't remember the terms exactly. I really like that, man. So for me, like, he's someone who I will actually consider using an Awakening gem on because his featured crystal is not going to come for so long. I don't think you need to worry about that. I think you have an amazing pull right there, really pumped up for you. But that's just even more excitement. And then OG Highline, what is up, dude? How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Let's get that updated. I do remember how to type, so that's good. Oh, and I guess while we're still doing like the intro hour, I'll probably try to do like a, I don't know, something to let people know gameplay actually starts 20 minutes later. I should let people know I'm not really hosting. I guess I am. An MCoC meetup. This is something I'm really committed to doing more of. I often travel to San Diego for work purposes for my job. And I think that'd be such a great place to do it in Orange County, Long Beach, LA, or in San Diego. This first one happens to be on Thursday, the 18th, at probably around 6:30. It will be in Encinitas. And then I'm going to continue to try to do more. So make sure you follow me on Twitter, because I think that's probably where I'll post most of that type of stuff is on Twitter. And I really would like to get to Vancouver next year. I'd like to do a MCoC Vancouver meetup. For those of you who don't know, that's where Kabam is actually located. I will talk with them. Hopefully Kabam Mike and some other folks, and see if like we can even maybe organize like a tour of their offices. I don't know, just something really cool. I think that my limited interactions with them on this topic so far, I've gotten the feeling that they might be up for that. So I think that'd be really cool. Spinnaker, what's up, dude? LG Highlight, and I forgot to even read the message. Welcome back to the show. It has been too long. It has been too long. Okay, one more thing, then we will move on. I don't have my co-host today. DLL is actually busy. Can you believe that? Can you believe that guy? It's awesome to see him so busy. His channel is amazing. Do you think Gallon will get nerfed or reworked? I don't, David. I actually don't. That was one of my kind of concerns with him when I first played him. And honestly, I did 2 fights in the video and I was blown away. And then I went and read his champion like profile that Kabam's been putting out. you know, it is what it is. Let's not rehash the whole thing on that. One of the things I've taken a lot of comfort from, and I really like about them doing this, you know, their rating system, is it gives me the idea of what they are intending. And then we can look at the champion and be like, okay, yes, they think they have him as a 4.5 out of 5 on damage. And I was like, cool. Yeah, I see that. His survivability, I don't remember his exact survivability scores, his utility, but I felt like those also measured very well with what I was experiencing. So while he is incredibly powerful, I felt like they knew that that's what they were making, and they probably hit the mark. Now, we can never know for certain what they're going to do, and I think partially that's because they don't know exactly. And I don't mean that as an insult. I actually mean that as a compliment, in that I think they're truly committed to this balanced program. And the people that they've hired to run it, and the people they've hired to look at in it all these interactions with AQ, Alliance War, General Questing, you know, Eternity of Pain, Summer of Pain, Grandmaster's Gone, the whole thing, right? You guys play the game too, so you know what I'm talking about. There's just no way they're going to know every interaction. There just isn't. And so I think they're very committed to making sure that the champions they put out reach their desired goals, and then if there's some sort of interaction that they just didn't foresee, and really it almost seems unreasonable to think that they would have, they can either buff that champion or slightly nerf them or rebalance them, I guess is the term. So right now, I actually don't have any concerns. I was also further made more comfortable with this thought process by Scorpion and Black Cat both staying the same. Scorpion, for those of you who don't know, I put out a video on him. I'm not just trying to tout the video. I feel like his synergy partner with Agent Venom and Venom, it's almost like the synergy of Sabretooth for Omega Red in how powerful it steps up. The difference is I think it allows almost a completely different play style that's very, very safe for Scorpion. I absolutely love it. I know that was a lot there. I hope that answered the information. If anyone has any questions, though, please ask them. Josh, what's up, dude? Thanks so much for being here. Preacher Talent, what is up? Guts, how you doing, my friend? Captain Easy, thank you so much. I saw you saw my Rentra video today. Whew, he is so good. He is so good. Work in progress. What's up, man? This is so cool. This feels like going to like a reunion, but like I'm actually excited to see everybody. like this is a reunion I want to go to. Spinnaker MCO meetup sounds awesome. So glad you're. Absolutely, man. Let's meet in person. Let's talk about MCoC. Let's talk about Marvel. Let's life, right? Like the Discord server. Like so much just life comes up. Sometimes it's serious, and we help each other out. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. Okay. Josh, like Tigra and Kitty. Josh, you're probably referencing something I said, and I've already forgotten I said it, or it's earlier in. Oh, like Tiger with Kitty, the synergy. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. I can join the Thanos Star. I can join the Discord server. Yeah, just ask in the comment section of one of my videos. I tend to just send them out there. I changed the Discord server to invite only as a way to kind of. It is a close knit group, and people are genuinely helpful. It's very much like my streams or my videos. The whole intent is to help everyone, to be friendly. There's no stupid questions. And so one of the things I found was taking it to invite only. I think just helped us ensure people joining got the concept and the culture, and that they wanted to be a part of that culture too. That was a good fit. And I absolutely love my Discord server. Love it. Love it. Love it. Everyone can nerd out together here. Best part of this. Dude, David, that is exactly it. Let's all nerd out together. Like, I actually, like, there's going to be people walking by a table of all of us staring at our phones and talking to each other. And we're like, yes, we are having an amazing time. You should join us. You would like it. Discord invite. I don't know how to do it straight from here. If one of the moderators has the ability to do that, I'm open to it. Otherwise, just ask on a video. Toronto meetup wins. Slayman, man, that's what people have been asking for. I think Vancouver is going to be our first Canadian one, at least with me involved. I mean, do a meetup, man. You got what? You're up to like what, 1,300 subscribers, Slay? See it. There's a lot of people in Toronto. When I put that out on Twitter, a lot of people asked for Toronto, actually, including Oaths fan. Rob Riley, dude, what is up, my friend? I feel like you commented on one of my videos while I was on vacation, and I was like, oh, I'm so happy to hear from you. I'm so happy that you're back, and if you're playing the game or not, either way, thanks for checking in, dude. It's awesome to hear from you. Larry, I have an 11-year-old daughter. We've enjoyed Kamal a lot, but the Hawkeye series was both interesting. That's awesome, man. Hawkeye, I think, really did hit that mark, right? It was a Christmas, holiday season show. I think it was intended to be a little bit lighthearted for that. I think people want that sort of thing at that time of year. I was not particularly looking for that, but then once I accepted the show for what it was, I absolutely loved it. I loved the relationship with him, and I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, but I really loved the relationship between him and the young people on the show, let's say, and then the Kamala Khan show was. I thought I loved Moon Knight, I did, but Miss Marvel for me that's been as good as it gets. Like, maybe we'll do this later, ranking the MCU stuff. It may be my favorite MCU. It's my favorite MCU show. Can't put it above Infinity War. I think that was just such an amazing movie, and I know it wasn't the culmination, but it felt like the culmination of years of cinema. So I thought it was so well done. I can't put it above that necessarily, but that's kind of the regard I have for it, even though I know it was made for a bit of a younger audience and stuff like that. OG Highline, can't believe it's been 12 months. Just stop by. Gotta get back to work. Thank you so much for being here, dude. Thank you so much for being here. Stink. I'm only so. That is not true, my friend. That is not true. But I'm glad you're there. Rob, we've been playing the game. Got an amazing. Playing the game with the right people makes a huge difference, man. That's why every advice video I put out, figure out how you want to enjoy this game, and then find people who are playing it similarly, because it makes all the difference in the world. I had no intention of playing while I was on my trip. I was very specific with For Loki, very direct, and they were like, "Yeah, that's cool, man. We respect it. We'll catch you when you get back." But I was still obviously playing the game a little bit. I was putting out videos, and when they asked me if I wanted the spot, it was almost like a no-brainer for me. I was very forthright with them and telling them, here's how available I'm going to be. I don't know. And they were like, we can make that work. And that just makes all the difference in the world. It's like anything else. You doing it with 29 friends is almost always better than doing it by yourself. Slay, I'd love to have you on call, man. I think you probably saw your role change earlier today. As a player from the top NC, I've gotten quite a lot of help and knowledge from you. Look, that's amazing to hear, man. Thank you so much. I mean, there's a reason why I call those guys the MCoC Illuminati. And the fact of the matter is, I just happen to know them well. I've watched their channels for a very long time. And so I feel very comfortable in that way. But there are a multitude of other players on my Discord server. I don't know why I got so lucky that they joined my server. But there are a multitude of other people who I just don't know as well, or they don't have YouTube channels, who are just as smart about this game. I am tempted to start naming people, but I know I'll forget, and I don't want to offend anyone. But there's a ton of them. I think they know who they are. I hope they do. All right, one last question, then I'm actually going to play the game. Do I have any suggestions for your first rank 4? Germ, it's going to be like almost all of my advice, right? One is, who do you enjoy? Right? Because your first rank 4, that's a big deal. They all are, but it's going to feel meaningful. You're going to want to play them. And when you don't end up playing them, it's a big disappointment, I think, for me. And then who's going to help your account? Who's going to benefit from that rank 4, right? And this can help you start whittling down, because I'm sure right now you probably like 3 or 4, or maybe like 10 different champions who you're considering. It'll help you start whittling down your options. And then maybe look at something like, are you interested in high tier war? Are you interested in high tier AQ? Because then you can start considering prestige, if that starts. So it's just kind of like ways of excluding people. And if you're really lucky, there's just one champion and you're like, who do I enjoy most? I said that question and you immediately thought of Dr. Doom. And you're like, okay, Dr. Doom. But if you didn't, it just kind of helps you whittle down that process. Or that process can help you whittle down your options. They joined your server. Was amazing. Thanks, man. Spin, you were one of the ones who helped build that server. You helped build it. You, me, DLL. Work in Progress, Shadow, and more. Again, I always hate when I name people, so I know I'm forgetting a couple of people, but we built that place. We built that place together, man. And Z. I can't forget Z. PW Live War. Yeah, let's do Live War. Thank you, PW, for reminding me that there is a game to play. You guys can see why I'm going to enjoy the meetup so much. All right, who do we want to see in War? And then we will actually get to testing the champions we said we would test. We got Null. What's this node? This is a Conflictor. Okay. And then Terax. All right. So we'll try to Rintra those. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just take in Rintra and some other fun champions. That's how you do it, right? PWF, when you're planning War, you just look at a couple nodes and then you're like, okay, this champion works for those two, and then we'll bring in 2 more fun champions. That's how high tier War is planned, I think. Oh, Eric, you're reminding me about Scorpion. I don't think I have any intention of using him or his synergy today. Okay, we're gonna bring in Scorpion. Total shift. Last minute change. No one saw that coming. Good idea. Thank you. Made all these rank ups and I wasn't able to get videos out on them. But Agent Venom is now a rank 3. I'm hoping on Monday to stream test him, and then I will get out an Essentials video on that, because I do have some thoughts on it. I think he is incredible. You all are right. You all have been telling me he's amazing for a while now. But I don't want to put a lid on expectations, because I think let's enjoy it. Let's celebrate. Let's have some fun. I do think there's some slight misconceptions, let's call them. Wow, probably should have checked to see what this team could take first. Let's see here.
I'm here for the Live War.
What is up, Slaymon? Everyone, welcome, Slaymon. Slay, if you want, let me. Why don't you link your channel so people know who this man?
Oh yeah. By the way, can you hear my air conditioner in the background? I don't want to be disruptive.
Oh man, I wanted to make a joke off that. No, I cannot hear your air conditioner.
Cool. Okay, if anyone in the chat can, just let me know so I can turn it off.
Do not screw around with him. By which I mean definitely screw around with him. Okay. I think Agent Venom could take out, because Agent Venom doesn't need to throw specials, I think, to kill this Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he puts bleeds on basic attacks.
Yeah, and then he'll have the bleed and the incinerate.
The incinerates do happen, yes.
Yeah. Let's see this. This is
a Squirrel Girl profile pic? Did they update them again?
No. You know what? The game changed my profile pic on its own. And so I went in to change it back. I was going to change it back to Gallon. I like him. I identify with him in many ways. And I was like, I think I'm going to go back with Squirrel Girl. I haven't had Tippy up there in a while, so it felt like a good time for Tippy. Oh wait, they can't. We cannot hear anything besides Slay's voice.
Snoop says that's a bigger problem. All right, so I can time him out, right?
No, Snoop's has been around so long. He deserves multiple warnings. He's on like that 4 or 5 warning, I think, type of justification there.
Fair enough.
Slay and suffer for 7 hours again. PWF, yes, that is how a high tier war is planned. Rintra +2, figure it out, get good. All right. I feel like there's something. Oh, I want to say hi to Snoops, but fact Snoops. Okay, someone actually. I know I asked for this screwing around. So if someone can confirm that Slay sounds fine, you guys can hear him fine. I think you probably can. There's work. I like all these people who built that server. You're like still one of the highest ranked people for chatting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you're highly ranked in my heart too, but I meant the chatting. Do you know when Quicksilver Early Access comes out? I think Tuesday. I would think Tuesday. That's usually the schedule.
Yeah. 2 weeks after the other ones, the Gallon ones.
What's up, Slate? How you doing, my friend? B shows up. What's up, dude? Slate sounds so fine.
I'm biting my lip now too.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to, but I think everyone on screen would get really grossed out. I'd be like, "Look, old man, we find your jokes funny, but we don't need you trying to act sexy." All right. Yeah, this is just. Yeah, we're just gonna 5-hit combo this guy and see what happens.
This is such a ridiculous team, man. Like with Defiance, people were taking like Hazard Shift Mojo on Boss Island in like 20 seconds with Agent Venom.
With Agent Venom? Look at that. Yeah. Did he start off with an Incinerate because he's running recoil?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Yep.
Oh, that is so delicious. And this is because he has. I mean, look at these. Okay. Well, you know how I said I was going to try to put a lid on the excitement on Agent Venom? I don't.
It's just not possible, man. Like.
How are they taking the hazard shift? Because he's only got a 70% chance to I can't think of the word. I want to say nullify, and it's not nullify.
To purify. So how they're doing it is it just hit him until he dies. It's genuinely 20-25 seconds with a fully boosted Agent Venom with recoil on. So
this is one of those like you want their health bar to go down before yours. The strategy type of situations.
Yeah, except Agent Venom finishes at like 95% health. So yeah.
Jeez Louise, that was wild. When I saw the Incinerate on Miles, that's when I was like, oh my goodness. R4 AV win. I'm not gonna. The reason why I won't do him first or for a while, he's gonna be my next one, is Battlegrounds, basically. He needs those synergies, and my two favorite modes are War and Battlegrounds. So right now, if I can get away with it, I want a champion to be good at both. And while that was, and I am excited to get out the Essentials video on him, while that was really impressive, he needs those synergies to do it, so he can't do that in Battlegrounds. But Scorpion is in the running. I was actually talking about it on the Discord server today, getting a lot of advice from Jaeger and TJ. Slay, I think you were in there too. Nerd definitely was. So.
Dude, Scorpion is so good.
Is he good?
I think you should do him next.
In Battlegrounds, so that's like I have not, because there's no friendly mode, and because I was on vacation. Like when I played, I was either just totally testing the recoil tree and just getting my butt handed to me, or I was like, okay, I now have like 5 hours of gameplay. I need to get up to that. Was it top 1,000? And so I just went ultra serious. I didn't test anything, and I had fallen down far in the rankings relative to where my account and skill level should be. Okay, I'm not putting down folks in those rankings. Those are great rankings. So as a result, when I got serious, I was able to climb back up quickly. As a result of all of that, I didn't get to test a darn thing. Like I didn't. So Scorpion. I felt like his SP1 then SP2 traditional style probably was too slow for Battlegrounds. Do you know anything about that? I don't. If you do, cool. If you don't, then that was a lot of talking.
Scorpion and War, because we test them a lot.
Yeah.
And he can, like, what makes that Trinity so good is that a Bleed Immune doesn't stop the Trinity. Because whatever else is in front of it that Agent Venom can't take, Scorpion can. Like, I was seeing, like, Killmongers being destroyed by Scorpion in a minute. Rank 4 Sig 200 Killmongers in War.
Well,
he's just ridiculous.
The thing is, though, is, and I, like, again, I put this in my video, is when Scorpion has one of those synergies with Agent Venom or Venom, you don't need to play him in his normal play style. You can just, you can medium, you can heavy. You get those Furies up, and you can just SP1. You don't need to do that intercept with the special. and he's just doing so much damage that way. So all of the kind of concern that you heard when he first came out, like all the YouTubers were like, well, his playstyle's a little tricky, maybe a little dangerous. I don't know if we'll see him in war because, you know, you run the risk of just getting smacked upside the head. That takes all of that away. I mean, you can play him like 5-hit combo, parry, 5-hit, like if that's what you want to do. So I guess it's not surprising, but you can't do that in BGs though.
Yeah. So again, like I'm not sure about BGs, but it does really feel like the Agent Venom Scorpion is like the new APOC Cable, kind of.
I can see that, and I love Scorpion. I absolutely, I just find more and more uses for him. Like I took him through CAV-EQ, which increases his damage to absurd levels. But like I didn't even know it, and I was taking a lane that was placing shock on me. Like I just didn't even read the notes, and then I had changed his immunities for like kicks and giggles. The defender, I think, was poison immune, or I don't know. And I was like, oh, look at that. There's been a shock being placed on me this whole time. I just didn't know it. Like, that's how little attention I was paying. And I just keep finding more and more things like that in the game where, you know, him immune to Rupture, right? And Rupture is relatively new in this game, which to me means it might continue to come out. I don't know. I love the guy. All right. So this was, okay, we are... how can you tell how long we've been going? We're 30 minutes into the stream, and we're finally going to play a little Juggernaut and Wong. Oh boy. People who don't know my channel are not going to be happy. Okay. Juggernaut, right? What's the node here? When a mystery fills bar of power, they gain a passive prowess, blah, 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 blah. Nullifying buff and friend increase all temporary powers. All right, so he does get that nullify. I have him at a pretty good sig. I think it was Egatron. Yeah, it was, because he's been really talking on that new channel about like educate us on your champion. He was talking about the sig level on Juggernaut and mentioning, I think he said it was like sig 40. You're getting a huge portion of his signature ability. So if you're gonna awaken him or you're gonna put some stones in him, this makes a lot of sense. And what I'm talking about is the second bullet point here. All attacks have a 2.74% chance per unstoppable buff to nullify a buff from the opponent. That can only go up to 3%. So it's sig level 200. You're still only getting to 3%. I'm at sig level 80 just from natural dupes. And already at 2.74. And then when you consider that, I think you can get up to 10 unstoppable buffs. Yeah, max attack 10. That's getting up to pretty much 30% per hit. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So let's go ahead and play the game. Do you like this buff?
It's how do I put this? For me, the buff doesn't really have an effect on my account. However, listening to MP, who actually really enjoys Juggernaut, says that the playstyle is fun, it's effective, but I'm not sure how much impact it'll have on a higher tier account, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, you're right. Looking at the curves on his signature ability, like once you pass like 40, there's just a massive drop off from what you can gain.
I honestly, what you guys are seeing there is a little bit of me just forgetting that I'm unstoppable. There was multiple times there where I was trying to parry or something like that, and the animation just wasn't what my brain was used to. It's weird because he's unstoppable for so much time now. I think that the what is it? It's not an Invenerate. What's the name of the buff he's getting off? No. I can't think of what it's called. I'll just look it up.
Describe it.
The SP1. Like I went for the SP1 there.
Oh, Energized.
Yeah. Because the SP2 is the bigger damage dealer, plus you're getting that Fury buff, which is massive. So I felt like the SP1 into the SP2 is the way to go. Does anyone have experience with him and feeling like maybe that's not the way to go?
It just depends on if you have maximum momentum or not. So the reason you would do SP1 into SP2 is just to give yourself more time to build up to maximum momentum for the SP2. And that's what the Energize helps you with, is to get back up to the SP2 after you throw an SP1. And hopefully by then you'll have maximum momentum to get the Big Fury.
And that's what you want. Sorry, I got a text there from my wife. That was kind of important. So that's what you actually want the maximum momentum is. You want the 10 unstoppable buffs because... I'm sorry, could you repeat that? Like I said, I got that text and it did distract me for a minute.
Right. So, it's kind of like this. Like, let's say you're playing Juggernaut and you're almost at the SP2 and you have 6 or 7 unstoppables. You would throw the SP1 then to just give yourself more time to get the maximum momentum, which is 10 unstoppable, and the Energize will help you get back to another SP2. I think that's like the only purpose of the SP1, honestly.
And you want the maximum momentum because it's what gives you the 100% chance to get that Big Fury buff. Without it, you're just throwing the SP2, which deals the burst.
Exactly.
Okay, and then... this is going to be an interesting one, right? Because they are buffs, so I'm not going to want Sorcerer to throw her special one because then she'll have the Nullify, and he doesn't have any anti-Nullify abilities, right?
Yeah, not that I know of. I can double check, though.
Yeah, I don't think he does. I remember, I really enjoyed him. I actually played him a decent amount on my vacation. But I remember thinking a similar thing that I'm not sure he's like... he's not going to change anything for me. But I could see him being very exciting for a lot of counts.
Yeah. Sorcerer in particular is not a very good matchup for him just because she could place a lot of non-damaging debuffs on him, and that's what makes him lose his Gem of Sitarak. I can't say the name, but... Like
right there, we just lost it.
Exactly, yeah.
So instead of suffering through this, we'll back out. So there we go. That's why we test these champions. That's a really good point. I thought by not letting her throw the SP1, not nullifying, that solved the problem, but it obviously doesn't. That's a good point, Slay. Slay, did we get your channel up there and pinned? If you don't mind.
Right, sorry, I forgot to do that.
Yeah. No. Thanos, I like him too. I like him a lot. I think he's an absolute blast to play. For me, what my kind of priorities or thought processes are on these buffs, he hits a home run.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah. Not every buff has to be like some game-changing, like account-changing pull. It just has to make the champion better. If it makes a champion more fun to play, that buff is an absolute win. I think, in my opinion.
Agreed. And I think if you pull him early, he can do stuff.
Whereas that is also huge, and I think that's what the biggest purpose of the buff program is.
Yeah.
Is if like some guy who like started playing 2 weeks ago pulls a Juggernaut, well, the Juggernaut isn't useless anymore. He can actually do a lot.
Absolutely agree. So like right now, I think that was a good time for the SP1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to bait this though. I think we're gonna get to see his. I just threw it for kicks and giggles.
Yeah, Excelis. They made him a lot easier to fight. Which actually I didn't see coming, if I'm honest. I thought they would make him a harder defender.
I love that he's easier to fight. I hate AQ, and he's on one of my AQ pass, and not having to deal with him now is really nice. Jeez, obviously we saw this fight go more smoothly the first time. I am not enjoying him with Mystic Dispersion.
Mm-hmm.
5 of 5 Mystic Dispersion, for those who don't know. And I didn't enjoy that. What's up, buddy? How you doing, my friend? Zuzu, I'm doing great, buddy. We spent like 30 minutes just like playing catch up. It was awesome. We just finally got to we did Live War. That was fun. And then now we're doing this. Spin makes a great point here. It's hard to find great options for can't stop, won't stop. That's true. All right.
Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah.
So, Wong.
Oh, you're gonna love Wong. I think he's the most slept on champ in this featured.
He's basically just SP1, SP1, get your spells up, right?
Going, yeah.
And then SP2 to refresh them. And once enough spells are up, the SP2 does big damage and you get a heal.
Right. Once you have a good amount of Eldritch energy, you're able to just heavy, and you gain power during the heavy while you're unstoppable. So you're able to just continue cycling SP2s and keeping all your spells up.
And I could be smarter about which spell I'm in order to gain that energy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I think the two best ones are the blue and green ones. I'm not going to say their names because I don't want to mispronounce them.
Yeah. So
the green one in particular is just crazy because you can go from 10% health to however much percent health you want.
And so I just messed up there by letting that first spell fall off. Obviously, you don't want to do that.
He takes a bit of practice, but once you get that rotation and kind of the intuitivity down. No, that's not a word. I just made that up.
Though, because I know what you meant. You meant it was like the intuition.
Yes, that's the word I'm talking about. Yeah. Exactly.
I like intuitivity.
Once you get the intuition down, then yeah, you're fine.
What I'm finding odd is that I'm at a full health bar right now.
Yep. So if you had the green spell up, it's every time he deals energy damage, which I believe is like most of his hits, he regenerates 2% of the damage dealt. Also, Sorcerer does have a slow debuff on you, so...
Yeah, I'm getting the...
willpower. To switch mandalas, you use your 4th light attack.
Yeah. That's weird. I thought I just switched the... Oh, there we go. Alright, now I'll try to get to the SP2. You really can't let them have power, though, which makes sense. That is really fun. That is really fun. I'm saying the SP3. Yeah, the SP3 activates all your spells, correct? So I could see that. Especially not having them awakened. Bunny of the Bear. Is QS the new meta? He does seem very powerful. Not in a terrible way, best I can tell. Do not understand why Wong does not have a synergy with Rintra.
Oh, that would be awesome. If I gave Rintra a guaranteed crit on his SP2.
Oh, that wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be fair.
That's a good synergy, though.
Yeah, it's a great synergy. And then we are going to do a little man thing. So for those who don't know, he was actually bugged for, I guess, an incredibly long time. BMcG is like he really dives into his champions and shows like the height of what they can do. And I think he has his man thing at rank 4, I think. Anyways, he does. Yeah, he let Kabam know he was bugged, and it's off of the SP2. He's been fixed, and it's a really nice increase to his damage. I'm really impressed. I'm glad I have a rank 3 man thing. I'll try to show you all a little bit of what we're talking about here. I think he did Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine.
No, I'm saying if you need to complete this quest quickly, Man Thing is your guy. It's genuinely 16, 20-second fights with him.
All right.
SP1, heavy to nullify all the postules, and then you basically build back up to an SP2 from it.
So watch this. Let's see what this SP2 does. If I land one. And for those who don't know, it's not like the SP2 is now all of a sudden going to hit. It's about, what was it? It was like the converting the postules type of a thing. Do you know exactly what it does?
Honestly not sure, even though I have him at R4. But one sec, I'll find it.
I mean, I think he wants the champions to be running buffs with Mystic Dispersion. B actually explained it to me, so I feel a little bad I'm not doing it justice. Oh, there's B right there.
Yeah, he'll explain it. He can do it.
If he can, he might be at work. Fern, what's up, my friend? Hey, Vega. If Herc is one of my 2 rank 4s, and I have Hulkling, Gallant is a big mistake to take. I'm obviously reading this wrong. Let's focus here. Let's focus. Thank you for the donation, by the way. If Herc is one of my 2 rank 4s, and I have Hulkling and Gallant, is it a big mistake to take Null to rank 4 next? Okay, so I'm the guy that's always like, rank who you enjoy. Just make sure you're still going to enjoy it tomorrow, right? Meaning, like, live for the day. But if you ruin your tomorrow, you're probably not going to enjoy it. So, I like Null. I have a rank 4 Sig 200 Null. Now, if I had the ability to if I had Herc, Hulkling, Gallant, and Null, and I could just rank 2 of them to rank 4, I don't think I would pick Null. So I don't think it's necessarily a mistake, but I don't think Null is answering like a new problem in the game. I don't think he's doing something that's going to like progress your account in a way that Hulkling or I think Gallon will. A little bit of that's like predicting the future, and that can get dangerous to do with this game because you never know what's coming out. But to me, Null is not as well situated for new problems that Kabam seems to be giving us in the game, while Hulkling and Gallon do. And a rank 3 Null is awesome. What do you think, Slay?
Everything you said was, in my opinion, correct. One of the things that Kabam does with newer champions is just give them like this new dimension that hasn't been seen before.
Yeah.
Hulkling and Gallon are like the 2 biggest examples where they're releasing now cosmics that are nullify immune. I think that's huge because that means not many mystics can counter them, on top of the utility that's already in their kit, which I think is better than Nulls. I would rather go one of those 2 over Null. Unless you just really love Null, then like more power to you.
Yeah, it feels weird because I think Null's that good. Like, I think he deserves to be in the conversation with them. He just... okay, I should have SP1 there, not heavy. So it feels really weird for me because I was very excited to take Null to rank 4. I'm excited to have a rank 4.
Alright, so the explanation on the bug. How Man-Things Nullify works is that when your opponent has a buff on you and Man-Thing nullifies, he turns that buff on the opponent into a postural, so like that toxic buff. And apparently that wasn't happening on basic attacks and special 2s.
So that's why we're seeing more poisons and armor breaks than we used to, which is how he does his damage. Yeah. Fern, if you have more questions on that, though, let me know. Oh, okay, so you said things very value the input. But man, if you take up Null, I mean, congratulations. I have one myself. So I don't think you're going to go wrong. I just, obviously you understood. Thank you, B, for the information. Thank you, Slay. Free-to-play loser, what's up, buddy? If nullifies all buttons. Okay, so everyone but you and me knew what the bug fix was.
And I have a rank 4. It's so sad.
Like 10 people in the chat are like, this was a fix. All right. The stun immunity. So the buff, the unstoppable has been kind of fun for the stun immunity here too. Like, this is pretty fun to do to Mole Man right now.
Yeah, that does look fun.
Make sure we get to 10 before throwing that. Okay, that was really fun to do to Mole Man. I wonder if that... Yeah, that's right. You guys are a little bit farther behind. This node is giving us the prowess for the special, right? So the special shouldn't normally hit like that. Let's confirm what that is. Because, I should also say, this is a rank 2 Juggernaut. This is a rank 2. What is that node doing? You're supposed to be 80%. Okay, so that's sizable. Okay, so I mean, I think we had like 4 or 5 of them up, so that was a massive increase. Still, though, I think that there's that playstyle. Is that how you think you're supposed to play him, or is that just like an avenue? There's no advantage to playing him that way.
I mean, like. When I read his kit, how I understood to play him was, if you want the most out of him damage-wise, it would be SP2s with maximum momentum. And his utility kind of speaks for himself, because at maximum momentum, a lot of what he does happens. At 10 unstoppables, his nullify becomes stronger. If you need staggers, you just heavy. So I'm not sure how else you could play him to maximize anything else.
Yeah. You know what else too? One of the things that I was surprised by, I had misread his kit when I first saw it. Is I'm gonna get pressed to SP3. Let's see what the SP3. I don't even know what it does.
It makes it so that the gem can't be removed for 20 seconds. I think the gem of. I don't want to say that word.
Let's just call it the gem. And does it? Let's actually read that, because if that makes it so the gem can't be removed and it replenishes the gem, I could see that being like a way to handle like Sorcerer from earlier.
Yep.
She would still nullify your. She could still nullify your buffs.
Yeah.
It cannot be removed for 20 seconds. Yeah, you're exactly right. And if you're at maximum momentum, inflict a stun debuff on the opponent for 4 seconds. So that's pretty good. And then, yeah, see, I like this buff too, because I feel like he makes sense. Like, I often call it flow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it feels like there's answers to his problems. It's not like there's just like, I don't know, good luck. Like, oh, we didn't consider that you might lose the gem because you might want to use him in matchups where they place debuffs. Like, oh well, like it doesn't have to be the best answer to it. Like, they're not making him Hercules, but that there is a solution. There is a way. If you really want to play him in those scenarios, you can. I like that. I like that a lot.
I think this buff specifically, they didn't want to make him like Hercules, because you could easily go overboard with someone like Juggernaut.
Yeah, like an unstoppable, movable force who... Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Big brute, can't be pushed around, can't be stunned, unstoppable. That'd be a nightmare.
Yes, it would. I think they did us a favor in making it so just a parry removes his gem. I'm probably missing something, and this will probably go hysterically bad, but let's find out. Oh, this is like, was it node 53? All right, dude. I literally forgot that Psycho Man was a tech champion the other day.
I forgot Psycho Man was a champ the other day.
I forgot he was in the game. All right, Psycho Man. It's time for you to die. What is with this power lock thing? I don't like that. That's no good. That wasn't nice at all. Is that in his kit? Speaking of forgetting that he's in the game.
You're asking the wrong person. I believe that power lock isn't in his kit. I think that's the node.
I just want to throw my SP3 and get out of the corner. I'm going to die to Psycho Man.
I'm pretty sure he's landed more hits than you have.
Oh, a lot more. The strategy of land more hits than them, make their health bar go down before yours does. I am not doing that well right now. I don't even know what Teddy's SP3 does.
I think it gives him max shapeshift charges. Let me check.
Oh, that's cool. That special lock power lock thing is really annoying.
Yeah, I thought he was immune, but I think that's Gallon.
That's Gallon. This is the kind of stuff we're talking about, folks, as far as Gallon's concerned. Because that's showing up on a node. I mean, obviously, if you're prepared for it, as you see, it can go better. But, yeah. I think having immunity to that. And then, that's the other thing I like about Gallon, and we're seeing this more and more in Champions, is if they're immune to something and something, a node or defender tries to do it to them, they get stronger. I love that. Like, the first time I really recall it, and I'm sure it was in the game before this, was the Overseer. I love the Overseer. I just love the way he functions, and that is part of Teddy and Gallon as well.
Rintra as well. If you put an armor break on him, he hits harder.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And he reduces the potency of those armor breaks. But Ely, what makes Hulkling good? His SP2 can hit incredibly hard. He also has some unique immunities. And I think his flow is incredible. I really think he's one of those champions where you could just 5-hit combo, not really know what you're doing. I mean, you can play the way I just played and still come out okay. Or you can have more nuanced play. You can take your time, let his shapeshift charges kind of build up, then go in and create his buffs, right? Like, there is a setup. I actually had it set up well. I just didn't know that there was that special lock on the node. And then you just go in and you absolutely obliterate. And then if you want to get to the next level, you can start doing things like power back boost, and you can keep those big furies up. And then remember, he's getting he gets power gain, I think it is, every time he has one of his shapeshift charges. So the power actually starts to, even though his offensive combat power is reduced, with those shapeshift charges, his power gain starts to feel, there it is. Whenever a shapeshift buff is gained, Hulkling also passively gains some power. I used him to defeat the EOP Hercules, and I felt like he was gaining power like a normal fight. It was pretty incredible for me, anyways. It's the node. I don't like this stun immunity. It's annoying. Let's try Wong. Yeah, absolutely, buddy. I love him. He's definitely one of my favorite champions.
Oh man, why can't I get lucky on this featured? I need a Wong. He's just so cool.
Okay, the unstoppable on the heavy is really nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, so that's what we're talking about, getting used to Wong though. Like, I actually wanted to refresh my spell there. I messed that up.
Yeah, how I've seen him played and how I played with my 3 stars, you can usually get like 2 to 3 SP1 spells off. And once you've built a lot of Eldritch energy, you could basically go from 0 power to an SP2 off 1 heavy.
Yeah, he feels like a champion I am not... like, he is not someone you can just 5-hit combo and have decent results. Like, I'm not sure why my special 2 was not unblockable there.
I'm honestly not sure why either. I believe it was one of the spells you need to activate. I'll take a look. One sec.
Maybe you have to have a certain amount of energy.
Oh, it's he has to be unstoppable. So if you're charging your heavy, he gains the unstoppable from that, and if you throw it during the heavy unstoppable, it becomes unblockable as well.
Got it. Or I don't, but Hitmonkey's giving me a run for my money here. Okay, when you get the flow of Wong, it's really fun. I realize that's like not the first time you've heard someone say that. But when you start to make it work, it's like that was really cool. I used the heavy. I didn't have enough energy to get to the SP2. That really messed me up. So I waited longer there for the end on that one. That was really enjoyable. OG Highline's back. His weekend starts now. What is up, dude? I'm glad you're back. Thank you so much for additional donation, my friend.
It's Friday already?
It's Thursday.
No, it's Thursday.
It's Thursday. I'm really curious on that. I'm sorry. I was trying to make sure I didn't die to Hitmonkey. What did you say? Why the special 2 was not unblockable? Because you need to be unstoppable when you throw it to be unblockable?
Yeah, so it's saying on Aunt May specifically, it's like, when you're charging your heavy and you have the heavy unstoppable, that's the only way he goes unblockable. So you did it at the end.
Yeah.
When you cancel the heavy into the SP2.
All right. I'm gonna try going all the way to the SP3. And this feels really boring. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Maybe I wasn't doing that right.
The SP3?
Yeah, like it's just a really boring way to play. You don't move up to the SP3 like any faster. Are you supposed to use your energy to get there? Maybe.
You can. Yeah. There's no benefit to having 100 energy when you throw your SP3.
Okay.
I personally just like doing a bunch of SP1s and then SP2 cycling.
You know, he's another champion where I'm actually almost not enjoying having Mystic Dispersion with him. I wonder if that will change as we go through this process.
I think it's kind of like how a lot of people said that about Doom initially.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, MD5 messes up the Doom cycle. I think it's just something you gotta get used to. And then eventually maybe you'll start appreciating it because you could save more Eldritch energy because MD saves you.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because both times it's messing me up, it's just for me not expecting it.
Right.
That was weird. Is that a bug?
What happened?
The combo felt like it should have been fine, and Colossus just like backed out of my special.
I'll take a look back.
Yeah. Vagar Slay, from y'all's experience, does Misty Knight have potential to be a tricky defender? I think most of it, OG Highland, is due to people not knowing how to fight her, me included.
Yeah, I think she does. We had someone die to a Misty boss with Magneto, and she's a metal champ. So she hits extremely hard. I feel like it's like a sort of a one mistake and the fight's over type of fight with her.
Really? That's good to know. She's the one that can go unblockable, right?
Yep. Unblockable, she can evade, and she can purify debuffs. The whole, like, annoying trinity.
Alright. Well, that was fun. Wait, does anyone else hear an air conditioner?
I turned it off. What? Who's saying that?
Things messing around. I think Wong... Yeah, Snoops, you're kind of making me... You're summing up what I feel. Because I feel like even if I was really playing him better. I'm not. I'm not. For those who are like, what did Soup say? That he Wong is good. He's just overshadowed by the other champions. I do feel like he's good. I'm trying to figure out where I would be really excited to use him. Oh, I think Buddy Lee. I think it's Buddy. Just did a very cool showcase on Wong. Okay, I'm also definitely having some sort of gameplay issue here. Buddy, if you're still there, man, didn't you just do a solo of Gauntlet Terrax with your Wong? I could swear I watched it just the other day. Yeah, there you go. I'm really enjoying Man Thing.
He's awesome, dude. Yeah.
He feels great for streaming because you don't have to pay full attention because he can take a beating too.
Yeah.
Speaking of work, you probably already took off, but if you haven't, man, thanks for stopping by.
Oh yeah, take care at work.
And then let's go with Juggernaut. Juggernaut, I think, is of what we're seeing today, for me, is the most eye-catchy.
So Buddy Lee is saying energy damage matchups can really boost up Wong's play.
And
I
that's
think Wong is like the ultimate, like, kind of beginner friend. Not beginner friendly, but like beginners can use to do like literally everything. He can regen, like his regen. Once you're able to stack those spells, and holy cow, the Juggernaut hit hard.
yeah. And did you notice he was nullifying those buffs too?
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah, that's not a hard matchup, but
hey man, it still looked really good.
yeah, it did. He's gonna get slapped around by Cersei, though, isn't he?
Juggernaut?
Yeah.
Oh no, he has a heavy stagger. Just start the fight, parry heavy, and
Yeah.
then he'll get rid of her glancing.
That's right.
And then just go ham.
I should have been using that the whole time, actually. Yeah. Okay.
Dude, that SP2 always gets me.
Yeah, that last part.
I've never successfully dexed that special.
I just got tired of landing the heavy.
It's still hitting really hard though.
Yeah, like I'm kind of just pressing buttons to see what will happen. Yeah, he obviously can do that fine. I don't know if he's who I would pick to do that fight though. Like
That's
this,
fair.
yeah, like the stagger is not feeling. I guess if I had like cornered her, had the unstoppable buffs up, I don't know.
I think what it looked like is that doing the heavy staggers interrupted the flow of the fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Stink is very excited that you died to Cersei.
Ooh, he's a big Cersei fan, or just like seeing me die.
No, he's a big Cersei fan. I tried to make it out like he liked seeing you die.
Well, I would like that. I mean,
That is clearly not true.
hey, I did the full dex. You see that?
I did, yes.
Her heavy, man, I cannot interrupt it to save my life. Wong neutralized buffs only. That's right. That's right. So there is use of the SP3.
Yeah, it's a fate seal, not a neutralize.
Buddy Lee, energy damage matchups can really boost Wong. And that's if you're one of his spells, right? That's what we were talking about. You want to like smartly use his spells.
It's the green spell. Whenever he's dealt energy damage, he regenerates whatever 25% of whatever that damage was, and he gains Eldritch energy whenever he takes any energy damage. So he's just gonna be like a power regen machine.
Yeah. Snoops, man. Sometimes you got to use your energy, my friend. Like no one wants to sit here and watch Man-Thing's SB3 over and over. So I was like, we'll just throw the SB2s. Eventually one will kill her, and look what happened. Yeah, Captain Easy, that it's kind of like what you and Slay are saying of Juggernaut is there was just too many buffs. It was interrupting the flow of the fight, and then at some point I was just like, let's just kill Juggernaut mash buttons and see what happens. Because it was too much. It was not fun. It was not enjoyable. Like again, this is all for testing. Like I was like, okay, I think if there's just a lot of buffs, it's going to overwhelm him and his play style. We've proven our point. Let's move on. Jesus. Oh, sorry, everyone. The power gain off of these nullifies is nuts.
Yeah, you could just literally... He's like Mystic Hyperion. You could just play him only with specials.
And that, see, guys, like right there, that's what we're talking about, the bug fix, right? So that would have normally just put on pustules, if I'm understanding it correctly. Not normally, but historically. But now we're getting armor breaks and poison.
It would have... From my understanding of the bug fix, the SP2 would have removed those buffs, but not replaced it with pustules, which is what it's supposed to do. And then that would have led to less poisons and armor breaks overall.
I guess I punished a little too late there. Of these three champions, I think Wong is the one I need to like pay a little more attention to. I got this like hair thing going on. He's the one I think I need to pay a little bit more attention to before I really try to come up with an analysis. I think Juggernaut's who we thought he was. This Unstoppable will get that going. SB2 does nice damage. You get that big burst from the Fury. There's a nice solution to if your gem gets taken away. The stagger, it's a stagger on a heavy. I mean, doesn't like Mr. Fantastic have a stagger off his SP1 or off his heavy?
Yeah, he has an active stagger, so it's a debuff.
Yeah. So I mean, but you're not going to use that to like manage Cersei's buffs. You know what I'm saying? Or like these really buff heavy champions, right? Or fights. Mm-hmm. It messes with Juggernaut's play style. But he's really fun. I think he takes away the pain of pulling him. I like him. I like him a lot. And he's only a rank 2. Wong definitely needs you to know what you're doing more. So I'll have to figure him out a bit more. We'll still. I'm not signing off. I'm just kind of taking a break here before I do like an essentials video. Man-Thing, dude. I like Man-Thing. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. So look what B's saying. It would have just nullified without doing anything else. And instead, we had poisons and armor breaks.
Mm-hmm.
B, you sure that Man-Thing shouldn't be moved up in the rankings, buddy? You're still there.
Where is he now?
I'll
take a look. One sec.
I think he's super premium. Your opinion on R4 Ape-Up. He's incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. I actually am updating my Grandmaster's Gauntlet video. I watched back my original one, and I'll admit it was a tough watch. It was like, wow, that guy looks really, really unsure of how to put a video together, and it was a bit boring, I thought. The information was good, but it was just boring. And so I'm redoing it, and I redid Grandmaster's Gauntlet, and I actually used APOC more than I did in the first run. I think I was pretty much following DLL's model. And he just destroys stuff, dude. Like, he's amazing. Campo's got a rank 4. APOC is one of those first ones. And congratulations if that's where you're going. Who else are you considering? I think someone else asked a question, but you guys already got to it, right? The AA question?
Yeah,
Thanks.
I messaged in chat.
Thank you.
So Mantic is currently premium.
Oh, there's been a big revamp. Big revamp, actually. And it's pretty cool. Like I do the BG rankings. You're doing those Horseman rankings. DLL does wow, what is Gamora doing right now? She does not give a... Holy cow. Was anyone else expecting that?
I didn't see that coming, not gonna lie.
I like Gamora a lot, but I was not expecting that.
She took that down faster than my Herc at R4.
I'm waiting for anyone else in the chat to be like, wait, what? That was outrageous. Gamora. We're all over the place. I wasn't expecting Gamora to do that. Stink is excited. He loves Cersei and Gamora. B, you think he's on track with it? Yeah, it is a good tier. You're right. And I love that you're not. PW, if you missed it, do it again. All right. Just for you. Just for you, though. Hey, PWF, are you in the Fantasy Football League again this year? I really enjoyed it last year. If you're up for it, I bet Mike would be up for it again, considering he won last year. Maybe we could get a league. I think it'd be fun. Let me know. All right. So now there's just even more buffs. I'm gonna try. I will try not to start getting bored and button mashing. Let's see how this goes. You're up to do it again? All right. I'll bring it up in chat.
My other options can be Ghost, Shang-Chi, or CGR, but I'm going for APOC. I agree. Aethel Wolf. Hopefully I said that right. I think APOC is your strongest option there.
This is just me not being used to these champions, guys. Like right there, I could have easily shortened that combo and thrown the SV2. I don't really want to see his SV3 animation again. That was better. Now that's an easy fight though against Superior Iron Man. But the staggers handled business a little bit. Okay, Highland, you'd be in? All right. I'll bring. It was a 4 Loki league. I'll bring it up. See how many people still want to do it, and you would absolutely be one of the first people to consider. So that would be cool. Okay.
Oh wait, football is back.
What are you, some sort of?
I'm in Canada, sorry.
I know, I almost said that. I was almost going to say that, but I know Canadians like football too, don't they?
Yeah, but we have the CFL, which is hard to watch.
Doug Flutie. Doug Flutie was from the CFL. Do you know who that is?
Who?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, I just didn't hear the name. Who?
Doug Flutie?
Oh yeah, no, I have no idea who that is.
He was this he was actually not bad. He was good. I mean, he played professional football, so he was a lot better than I am. But he was very little. He was very undersized, and I'm trying not to die to Wong here.
Oh, this could be a not great matchup.
Yeah, because of the unstoppable. That's like what Wong does, right?
What Wong does is with the blue spell, anytime you gain a buff, he gains an unstoppable. I think it's the blue spell. I'm actually not sure which spell it is. So he could just go unstoppable out of nowhere based off your momentum, if I'm understanding this correctly.
Okay, we're gonna kill Juggernaut here, folks. I'm doing this on purpose. I didn't enjoy this matchup. Flutie Flakes, thank you. And he had the, I can't think of what the name was. He played for Boston College, and he threw the Hail Mary touchdown against Florida State or Miami. I might be like mixing up like 3 or 4 really old college football highlights. If anyone remembers who it was against, I'd love to be reminded.
It seems like everyone but me knows who this is.
So. He's old. That's why he's old. Okay. Like he's even older than I am, type of thing. They beat Miami. That's right, and he was with Boston College, correct? And then he went to the CFL, had a great career. I think like set records there, and then came to the NFL and played for. I know he played for the Chargers for a little while, and I believe he played for Buffalo, the Buffalo Bills. And he was one of those, like, there's athletes like LeBron James, where you're like, yeah, he's very good at sports. And then there's other guys that are like 5'8", and they do not look like they're going to be able to do anything. And then they walk in and they own it, and they're just like really easy to cheer for,
Yeah.
He was that guy.
Easy saying, come on, Slade. Doug played for Calgary for a long time. I don't watch CFL.
Again, where Juggernaut fails, Man-Thing is just like cleaning up after Juggernaut left and right here.
Man-Thing owns this quest.
Why though?
It's just because it's the node plays in his favor because he puts buffs on the opponents that he nullifies.
Yeah.
So he's able to gain those prowesses, and it's encouraging champs to throw specials. Which Man-Thing again has a lot of access to at MD5. This one's a bit tough since you can't nullify Evangelist Sig, but even then, I remember Man-Thing wiping the floor with her still.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. It's the special is hitting, which isn't normally his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you shouldn't normally expect that sort of damage off of his SP2.
Right.
Especially without any armor breaks up, which is where we're at.
Mm-hmm. Like, he still hits really hard, and B can tell you he's done, like, fights and battlegrounds in 25-30 seconds with Man-Thing.
So that's what I'm now wondering, though. And I saw B put out the really cool solo of Old Man Logan in Labyrinth. But I'm wondering if this now makes Man-Thing an even better battleground. Like
absolutely.
Dual threat. Because defensively, he was good. He could cause problems for people. But now...
Defensively, he becomes better, actually.
Yeah, that's true. He's even better defensively.
Yeah, this bug fixes both sides. I'm very sad that my Man-Thing that's been on defense for the last 3 seasons was bugged, which is a little annoying.
Like you want credit for that, right? Like,
yeah, I want him to get kills.
OG, I have not heard Muggsy Bogues in forever. When usually people bring up the shorter NBA players, they go Spud Webb, but Muggsy Bogues, that was awesome. Thank you. That's right. He played for the Bears. Thank you, Captain Easy. Thank you. I'm excited for the NFL this season. I haven't the last couple seasons. I haven't been as into it, mainly because of the pandemic and just having to focus on so much stuff here at home and whatnot. But I am really pumped up for the season. That's part of why I'll be in San Diego next week.
To see an NFL game?
No, that would be cool. But my fantasy draft.
Okay.
Yeah.
Snoops is saying, do you think Cable will still pull his weight for the gauntlet?
Whoa, what happened? I'll answer that in just a second. I want to give... Wong is mad at me. He's like, dude, at least try when you use me, please. And I feel badly for him. I really like this character. So right there, I just messed that up. That's not on Wong, that's on me. Okay, without me messing that up, that's really fun.
Yep, that looks good.
And that didn't take long. Like, and I'm not trying to be stupid, that wasn't a stupid joke. That didn't take a long time to get into his rotation. No, I heard that come out of my mouth, and I'm like, people are going to think I'm making a stupid joke. I'm not.
I didn't even realize till you mentioned it.
Okay, good, I'm glad.
That didn't take long.
Yeah. That didn't take long to get into his rotate, to get all three of those spells up at all. That was really smooth. Just paying a little bit more attention, getting used to using the energy to get to the SB2. And I even messed it up once. I think I didn't cancel the heavy quickly enough. For those who were paying really close attention, that was on me, from what I could tell. Nick, what's up, buddy? Thanks so much for being here. Dylan, should I rank for Ghost or Omega 6200? I'll let Slay, because he has.
Come on, there's only one answer here.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm going with you. Who, honestly, try to put aside your Omega love.
Yes.
Who would you go with?
It really just depends on where you are in the game, I think. When it comes to War specifically, I think hands down it's Omega Red, just because Ghost is going to be banned for a very, very long time. So I think it's a bit of a waste. But outside of that, Ghost has more uses in general content than Omega does. That hurt to say out loud. It's not that Ghost is like by far superior, but she is superior. So again, just really evaluate where you are. If you're in tier 1 War, Omega Red, hands down. If not, and you're able to use Ghost in War, she's the best War champ in the game, then go for her. And if you need her for content, then yeah.
Yeah. I really can't add much to that. And Slay knows Omega Red. Probably better than anyone else in the game. OG Highland, go Cal. I don't think we should talk football. At least not favorite teams. Because I think I told the members chat who my favorite team was once, and they almost all canceled their memberships on the spot. And no, I'm not a Patriots fan.
Is it the Chiefs? Oh wait, no, we won't ask.
No. I wouldn't have brought it up if I wasn't at least eventually okay admitting it at some point. But I was a kid. I didn't know what I was doing. Stink. Definitely watching. Yeah, you're not going to see a lot of home games in San Diego anytime soon. Nick, that's right. You loved Wong. I remember this. I like him a lot. I think, I'm kind of just doing some like fun stream testing. And Wong, of the 3 champions I'm testing, appears to be the one where you most need to know what you're doing to get a lot out of him. But it feels like if you know what you're doing, you're going to get a lot out of him. Captain Easy. Yeah, we used to get together. This league has been going on for probably like 24, 25 years. And we used to go to Vegas every year, but we've all kind of aged a lot. And I'm the second youngest person in the league. And so we started getting together at my brother's house, actually, in Southern California. And he can't host this year. So we're doing it online. But I'm like, I still want to get together. So I'm getting together with my dad and my brother-in-law to do the draft. I'm excited for it. Thanks, guys. She's going up now. Nice, dude. I love that. I love when people are excited to do their rank. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Brian is a Patriots fan.
All right, guys. No booing.
Yeah, no booing. I know what that's like, though. I grew up in the LA area, and obviously grew up a Lakers fan during the 80s. And so, like, everyone hated us, and it was understood. It was deserved, like, because they won every year. Them or the Celtics, I guess.
Yeah.
Who's your team, Slay? I know you like basketball.
I don't watch it anymore, but it used to be the Portland Trailblazers just because they had my favorite player on the team, Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
I don't know if he still plays there or not, but I haven't watched sports in quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah, just I don't know. Just too much to keep track of, I guess.
Yeah. I think playing MCoC will do that to people too.
Oh, dude, you have no idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
mean, actually, you do, but
I do think that's part of why I paid less attention. Wow, I'm really messing this up. Less attention to football the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember when I first started streaming, I actually recall streaming on the Sunday during football games.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Why am I? I'm not.
It wasn't actually one of your first streams, but I remember you doing it on a Sunday. It was either you or Brian Grant that did it during like the Super Bowl or something.
It was not. That was not me. I haven't gotten to that point. That was definitely Brian. I have not gotten to that point. But it did. It just. I don't know. It just feels weird, right? And this game will do that to you. Trying to learn all these things, and this is fun. Like, this is so much fun.
All right, we missed some messages. All right, okay.
Yeah.
So Snoop still wants to know: do you think Cable will still pull his weight for the Gauntlet?
Oh, that's right.
I think like you can definitely solo some fights with him. I was about to bring Cable, but I decided to bring someone else because you're able to play the Gauntlet in a way with the mutants that you're always able to have a charged APOC. So I was able to Horseman AA and then also recharge my APOC, so I didn't feel like I needed Cable.
We're gonna say very similar things. I redid my run, Snoops. The only change I made is I brought in red Magneto instead of white. I really actually did feel that in losing out on the ability accuracy for Archangel. I know that sounds bizarre, but I did feel it. I felt like I did anyways. And he has a nice synergy. Doesn't he have the synergy for Professor X on keeping his prowess?
Yeah, prowess longer.
I felt it there too. But red Magneto was obviously better. You know me, long-winded. Roundabout way of saying, I don't think I needed Cable because I was able to charge up APOC kind of strategically, like Slay is saying. Also, while Cable handled some fights, I think other champions could have handled them. And if I was going to change anything and try to go super efficient, I would remove Cable and bring in Hercules.
Yeah, I actually removed Cable and brought in red mags, and it made a big difference.
So you used red mags, Apocalypse, and who else?
Red mags, APOC, AA, Hercules, and Quake.
So here's the thing, though: is then who did you use red Magneto for?
Oh, I used them. I could have used them for Doom, but I just Quake Doom because that was a bit easier.
Yeah.
I used them for Vision, MODOK, and Dragon Man. Those were like the three big fights that I was a bit worried about.
Dude, you know what was weird is there a reason Magneto doesn't gain his prowess against Dragon Man? Can you think of? He didn't for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was like none.
I soloed with red mags.
Yeah, I was really annoyed. Like, fortunately, Professor X is good for it, you know?
Yeah.
But I was very frustrated by that. Nick's actually trying to educate on how to use Wong. When you build up your spells, it basically has guaranteed energy damage. Just two isn't crit dependent, and also good healing is pretty good. All right, I'll try not to mess it up here because Man-Thing actually will not be very good for this fight.
Yeah. So Marvel Addict asked, "What is the bug fix for Man-Thing?" I just joined and missed it. So the bug fix for Man-Thing was before when he used to nullify in his abilities. It states that every time he nullifies a buff off basic hits or his SP2, that those buffs would turn into a postule. But that wasn't happening, and they recently fixed that. That's all. It's huge for him though. It's pretty big.
You know what's not good? It's getting Doom slapped.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah. And Man-Thing is not going to be good for this fight, I don't think.
It should be fine. It wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, exactly, Marvel Addict. On paper, it's like basically it feels like nothing, but to the champ, it's massive, because he's able to again get more poisons and armor breaks, able to get more MD to throw more specials. It's just huge.
Doesn't he have a chance to nullify on all like contact from the defender or the offensive champion?
Man thing?
Yeah.
Yep, it's just on contact. Yeah.
It's got to be pretty low though, because I don't feel like I've seen it kicking in.
It is, yes. So the passive fury that you see below your health bar, the higher that is, the more likely he is to nullify off just contact. The issue is how you get that higher is, I believe it's a chance on basic hits to gain 5, but it's like guaranteed if you get hit a lot, which is why he's really good for defense. Let me just double check that so B doesn't...
And it's against, like, he's one of those champions where he's stronger against villains, I think. Right?
Let me take a look. I will double check. Yep, if the opponent has a villain or has an active buff. Okay. Man-Thing will wait 5 seconds after each increase before agitation begins to fall off. So it just means that again, that passive fury, it'll take a lot longer for it to fall off.
Soups, it's okay. We all get Doomslot. I know, but not all of you do it live, right? So, thank you. But yeah, how would you feel if they changed the meta of next battleground to a higher time counts to give some chance? First of all, I think that's a great way to shout out Nerds videos. They've been amazing. I don't know if you've had a chance to watch them slay, but like, I mean, you're up there too, right? You're like in that top 50 type tier of battlegrounds, right?
Yeah, when I don't rage quit, I can get to top 100. Yeah.
Hey, look, rage quitting, that's just a reality of life, right? Like, I accepted that about me in video games many, many years ago, and I'm a much happier person for it. I stopped throwing controllers. Like, you know how much money I've saved from not throwing controllers? Anyways, back to this. The topic was Nerds videos have been amazing. There's a super high tier knowledge, like I do a battleground tier list, and much of it's, I don't want to say it's like you can't use it to get super high. Like I think I got up to the top like 300 in the last meta, and that's with me being on vacation, just like really trying to fit in when I could. But I also have a massive roster and all kinds of other things, right? So my tier list is more on like general, hey, here's how we're trying to go about this. I think it's really good and it's really fitting for what information I'm trying to put out. Nerd is like, you want to get top 5, here's what you got to do. You know, obviously you got to get really good at the game too. And I'm going somewhere with this is if they change like the health pools of the time too much, it will bother me on, I'll need to really believe that it's healthier for the mode overall because we've had a lot of metas now. And like if they add like 30 seconds to the fight time or like, I don't know, like 20 to 30,000 health to a defender's on average, that's fine. Like I'm okay. But I feel like people have really been testing and honing in skills and ranking up champions to get better at it. And if like the default mode of the game changes it, so it's like 5-minute timers and everyone's got 500,000 health, that will bother me. Like I'll really have to be convinced that it's a better battleground meta long term to not be upset by it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Ashish is like, he's specifically saying just adding more time and making timer counts higher. The issue is I don't think that makes more champions viable because like the top like champions right now are all nukes. So it doesn't matter if the timer is 2 minutes or 3 minutes because they finish the fight in 30 seconds. I think it's more about the meta and like what nodes there are to.
But so Slay, like honestly, I really enjoy this. Okay.
Yeah.
Is I think part of that is you playing in that like top 50 tier. Like having now played, like I really did fall to like 3,000 or 4,000 when I was trying to test out recoil. It is just very different. Like it is I don't know how to explain this well. But champions that you can use to win rounds there just flat out won't work in like your top 50 type battles.
Fair enough, yeah.
And so I could see if you'd go down far enough, and I'm not putting that down. Like to be the top 5,000 player in something that's a big deal. Okay,
yeah,
that is really good.
Yeah.
But I could see there being fights where they're like, okay, I'm timing out with like my rank 1 Silver Centurion. But if I had 30 more seconds, I could win that round. Whereas in like the tier you're playing, no one's using a rank 1 Silver Centurion. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is actually a really good way to look at it.
And I could see like those 30 seconds, again, I would just arbitrarily pick that number, not mattering to the tier you're playing, but maybe making it more fun for a tier that's not as high ranked. Because I don't think that would change anything, right?
It probably wouldn't change anything in the higher tiers, you're right, and it would help the lower tiers massively, maybe. Yeah.
Like, it'd be like the loyalty store in War if they actually added more loyalty to the high tiers. Where it'd be like, everyone would be...
It was an actually good change.
Yeah, but like everyone would be celebrating, not just the non-tier 1 players. I watched your video and I thought that was very well done. I'm not trying to bring up a sore subject. All right.
No, it's all right. Thank you, though.
PWF, if you're still there, this is only for you. The only reason I'm doing this is for PWF. Is Gomorrah. Let's hopefully we get good RNG again, and she just beats up this psycho man who was really mean to Teddy earlier. Really, really mean to Teddy.
Stink is saying he'd be terrible fighting live. I would contently be getting doom slapped by all the defenders. Funny. Oh, PWF is here.
Oh man, now I feel pressure. I was kind of hoping he wasn't.
I probably shouldn't have said that then.
Yeah. I'm gonna mess up this SP1 evade or something.
Yeah. Get hit by a Psycho Man heavy.
See, I did not get the same amazing RNG as I did on the first run. But I mean, like, if that was the bad run, that's pretty good.
Oh no, I got a clear AQ.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Why? That is the second worst way I've ever been reminded that AQ is on. That is the second worst.
Cesar is just a devil when it comes to it.
Yeah. Didn't he actually punk you once?
He's punking me today, yeah, because there is no AQ on. I'm pretty sure.
Good. All right. I feel better. Pito, if you saw, I'm so happy you saw it. That was a lot of pressure. I felt some serious pressure. All right, and we're done with that. I feel like I have plenty of information now for a little bit more fine tuning. The Wong Essentials is going to take a little bit longer. I got to learn how to play him a little bit more before I put out information. Because if I'm incorrect, I'm incorrect. But if I'm incorrect because I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, that's not good. I like Man-Thing a lot. I actually might like him more than B, which makes me think I need to go play him outside of the EQ a bit. And Juggernaut, I feel similarly. Like, I really like that buff. I think it's going to help people. I think you're going to get in trouble if you try to use him where he shouldn't be used. But if you use him anywhere else, or where he's like a can't stop, won't stop, like a place that's accentuating him, or really you're wanting to use him, I think that's a great buff. I actually will consider taking him to rank 3. I don't know how good he'll be in Battlegrounds, actually. Well, I don't know how soon he'll get to rank 3.
Juggernaut?
Yeah.
He could be good if you just like ignore everything and just get to the SP2 with 10 with maximum momentum and hope that SP2 kills.
But so like
the health pools are small enough, though, it could be a possibility.
Yeah, I think they're small. They do small enough, and also but like, what matchups are you using him in? Because that's what I kind of tried to do with Cersei, and we saw how badly that went. Like when you just are like, I'm the Juggernaut, I don't care, I'm not thinking at all. It went bad. It went pretty poor.
I don't think he will be used for like any specific matchup because I still think his nullify is pretty like unreliable, I guess.
Yeah.
I think he's more just okay. I see this generic champion. He needs to go down in 20 seconds. I'll use Juggernaut. Kind of like how CGR is being used.
Interesting.
And B was saying earlier that it's like he can hit a 75-80k SP2 at rank 3, and that'll like 100% be enough for Battlegrounds health pools.
This is Juggernaut now.
Yeah, Juggernaut.
Really?
Yep. Also, Snoops is saying he fully expects a Wong pun in the Essentials video, like in the title or thumbnail.
I cannot believe I forgot we brought Scorpion to war. What was I thinking? So here's the thing with Wong puns is like, I'm not going to say it on stream. Actually, I will, because that's not fair. I hate when people do that. Are they not a little bit offensive? Like, that's a genuine question. Like, I'm being serious. And I'm not trying to start a fight or a war on this, guys. Like, if you're just like, no, I don't think they're offensive, or if like, yeah, I think they are. Like, let me know. Like, I'm genuinely curious.
I don't think they are, man.
Okay.
Because we're doing it in like a friendly,
loving
way. It's I don't think that was I don't think it's in anyone's intention to be offensive, so it shouldn't count as being offensive.
And we're not being mean. Like, it's not. Yeah.
We just said that was a Wong fight. Like, that isn't like a horrible thing to say.
There was just a part of me that was like, ooh, I want to clarify that I wasn't trying to be weird. You guys want to see if Agent Venom can do this? I would think he can't.
Yeah, that makes sense if you want to clarify. I mean, I've been hearing Wong puns since he came out.
Oh, absolutely.
And I've never thought anything but, man, that wasn't funny. So.
Well, and I'm making Rintra cow puns, and no one's, Anyways, should we see? Are the hits on crits though, or is his bleed and incinerates on crits? Does anyone know?
Not sure.
That synergy is with Scorpion. I want to see if Agent Venom can do this.
So the synergy is with Kraven. It's on critical hits or when the opponent fails to evade, inflicted bleed debuff.
So the bleed from Kraven is on critical hits.
Yes.
Let's still see if he can do this. What do you guys think?
Honestly, I think he can. He's just dumb.
All right, so we're not boosted at all. I really don't think he's going to be able to do this. We just established that it's actually on crits. He's not immune to incinerate or poison, so which means I don't need to play around it, at least. I bet I'm going to get smacked by a Killmonger SP1 or SP2 and die. That's what I think is going to happen. We're going to get close, I'm going to get excited, and I'm going to mess it up.
He will have a 480% Fury on him, and
yeah.
That will likely be lethal.
Oh, I was really hoping for more off that.
It's alright, you're doing well. You're winning the health race. Okay, well, you're not winning the health race anymore. It's okay. You got this.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, oh, I forgot. He's behind. He's behind.
I 100% jinxed it.
No. You bring good luck. There we go. See? No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Someone clip that, please.
Oh, that's me jinxing it. That's me jinxing it. You brought good luck.
No, we both jinxed it. It's all right.
Oh, he was gonna do it too. He had it. If we hadn't got those debuffs there.
Yep. It was that was it.
Oh no! And one of Four Loki's war planners was watching. I'm never gonna get assigned Agent Venom now.
How's it going?
Hey, what's up, buddy? That's DLL. What's up, man? Did you see that?
I did not. I heard it though. I showed up and I was like, "Oh, I wonder if they both just accidentally stayed in the room." And then I was like, "Oh, it must be focusing."
Just tried to take a hazard shift. Was it Schneudenfreude or Schadenfreude?
Schadenfreude, yeah.
Killmonger with an unboosted but synergized up Agent Venom, and it actually got really close. In fact, I thought we had it there.
That's very funny.
Yeah. Agent Venom, though, I think we were getting stupidly lucky early in the fight with how much he was shrugging those debuffs. I do think... I don't think... but I also was having bad luck with the crits, although, I mean, Killmonger's got the crit resist, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is if you have a rank 4 Agent Venom versus a rank 3 Killmonger, because of his higher challenger rating, he will crit more. Just something to think about, Vega.
You're not going to get me to rank 4 Agent Venom. Not today, anyways.
Man. Professor X and Agent Venom, come on.
Not like a 4% difference.
Not today, Mephisto. DLL, is DLL coming in a little bit louder than Slay for anyone else? Let me know. No, say anything wrong. Mike does Mike things with assignments. No one can stop him. This is true. This is true. Let's just not show this to Mike. That's not true because Mike and B are my war planners at 4 Loki. I was gonna do that science lane, especially now that DLL. So are you here for a little while, bud, or you got to go?
Not too long.
Okay. Why don't we screw around while DLL can hang out, and then we'll head out.
You could probably do that Killmonger with Scorpion, and that's not me being sarcastic.
You think so?
Yeah, we had someone take a rank 4 600 Killmonger with Scorpion, and it was like a minute fight.
Yeah, but you also play for like what, the 14-time defending war champions?
I mean, that doesn't mean you can't do it. I believe in you. I'd recruit you to GT40.
And then they'd kick you. They'd kick you out in a heartbeat. I guess he does go...
GT40 then immediately pivots to become an AQ alliance and Slay quits.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to tell him that, but come on.
Should I go with Shock or Rupture? It doesn't matter against Killmonger, does it?
Do Shock. I think Shock has more... I was talking to someone about it. I think Shock has more anti-regeneration properties. I don't know how, but
Killmonger...
I remember that from the conversation.
Killmonger doesn't have any sort of... Look, we've never been concerned with making sense on this channel. That's never
the number one war alliance for you, DLL.
That has never been part. But Killmonger doesn't have any like physical or he's before they started doing that, right? Physical or energy resist, yeah.
So you get a petrify up in this fight, and also since you're the Sig 160, you're going to be healing a ton, and also he's not going to be gaining much power from the reverb.
Played the Agent Venom fight really well, which means this is almost guaranteed to go poorly. Especially, I shouldn't have hit him out of the gate, so that was a mistake.
Right? Yeah, that's not recommended.
Well, you didn't give me the strat, dude. I blame you and all your buddies at GT40.
I mean, I figured there's some stuff like I don't need to say, and that was one of them.
Here, we're gonna use the taunt. Here we go. I'm hoping Killmonger kills himself right there. Nope. But we're gonna get him to. Here we go. There we go. High level Scorpion gameplay right there, folks. Took me a second.
Honestly, you could have soloed that fight if he was 100% health. Seriously.
I think you're right. Because, I mean, most of the damage they took there was from attacking in right away.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
And again, it's one of those fights, like, if you ever pull up to that fight with this team and you think Agent Venom can't take it, there is a very high chance Scorpion can, which is why this team is so dangerous.
I feel like someone really smart said that earlier in the stream.
Who was it?
I don't
Let me look back.
Some guy that thinks every fight should be soloed by Omega Red.
Oh, Lizer was there? Oh.
Lizer was. Oh, Lizer. So to catch everyone up, because I'm sure no one has been watching for the last 2 hours. Slay actually said that early on. We were talking about this team, and that was almost a direct quote of himself. That if Agent Venom can't take it, Scorpion probably can. And that's literally what we're talking about with Scorpion, though. Is like that's not how you traditionally play Scorpion. Like I let Killmonger kill himself with those power stings because of the synergy there with Agent Venom. That was crazy. That was crazy. Oh, Marvel, you're trying to clip it? I don't know how to do clips either, but that I think that would have been a good one because it was genuine and hilarious. All right.
Oh, I'm not signed in on this computer.
Well, you got to do that.
I
Wait.
just saw it said, in order to create clips, you must create a channel.
You're like, wait a minute. That's signaling a really big problem.
Quite a rude awakening to that,
Yeah.
losing your channel.
I was already wondering why it was in light mode. YouTube looks weird.
Do you guys remember
My Void is off defense.
when that happened to KT1? That was scary stuff. When someone like hacked his channel, that sucked.
Yeah, that's not cool.
No,
All right, well, that's actually probably all the time I have, but I was just happy to stop by.
thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah, take care, man. I actually gotta head out as well. Fell is gonna kill me if I don't upload the next episode of the podcast. So I'll see you around. I'll see you around, guys.
What the
Later. All right.
have fun. Take care, guys. All right, we're gonna try to quickly get through the rest of this. I actually am dangerously close to my next rank 4. I don't want to spoil anything, some upcoming videos, but I have some thoughts I want to take up. I am genuinely considering Scorpion, and after seeing that, because it's all theory, right? Like it's all theory on videos or me saying like, oh, I think that Scorpion can be played at a very R4 Craven. Slayman, go upload your podcast. How do you upload a podcast anyways? And why does it take so long to upload it? I'm very curious about that. Rob's still here. Thank you, Rob. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I actually really do. Like, I feel like I'm hanging out with friends while doing this. But the Scorpion thing there, it's all theory that with Agent Venom or Venom, you know, like I haven't taken him to war, basically. So all of that is theory. I've used him in questing a ton, and I see what he does. But seeing that play out that way, like I don't think anyone thinks like, oh yeah, Scorpion can take Shoid and Fraud or Fraud and Shoid or whatever, Hazard Shift, Killmonger. Like that's just not what people are thinking. At least I don't think so. PW, if you're still there, you can let us know. Like, what would you have assigned for that matchup in an ideal world? Thanos, what's up, buddy? Thank you for being back. I got to read this note. I've actually been using Scorpion for this whole thing. I always forget I can look up to read the note. He sent me science attack knocks in the defender while they were suffering from power sting or slow. Whatever. Down and out. If I knock them down with heavy attack, they have a 10 seconds. As you guys can tell, I don't enjoy reading notes. I've never enjoyed it. And I'm not going to start now. All right, this is so Nerd was actually talking about the little bit of RNG with Spider-Ham in his video, and I'm seeing it come right now. I never really thought about Ham as an RNG champion. And I'm thinking I misread the note. I think it's heavy, then you need to special, not the other way around. I think I'm getting bad RNG though. I feel like we should be stacking these porker poppers a little faster than we are. But that should finish off Cyclops. Marvel, I have it clipped. I don't know how to post it on my page or send it to you. I have no clue either. I just think it's got to be funny. Same on because I'm lazy. Marvel Addicts, are you on the Discord? This hair thing is really bothering me. I really wish I couldn't see myself right now. Are you on the Discord server? If you are, maybe we could post it there somehow, or maybe in the comments of this stream. PWF. That Killmonger on 20 in Ideal World to CGR would. Oh yeah, CGR would hammer that out. And you take it. I think Sam may have taken Killmonger with Kingpin there before. And buddy, I get it. If you're busy or something, like I don't even sweat it. But I would really be interested in a high-level Tier 1 war planner like yourself. Thoughts on the Scorpion team, because I really do like him. I just want to make sure that my rank ups, at least for the foreseeable future, make sense for war and battlegrounds. But I really do like, and I know in For Loki, it's always like, rank up who you want. And I appreciate that. I think that's really great. But sometimes you're like, no, but I also want my rank up to like help me in war. And so getting a little direction is always a nice thing. All right. What are the debuffs we need to have on? Slow, power sting, or weakness? Slow, power sting, or weakness? I think Joe fits. Oh, but anti-venom I think is bleed immune. Let's just go with Overseer because it's fun. You know what? I think all the moderators are gone. That's really smart, right? I ask you if you're in the Discord, but no one can invite you. But, after this fight, I'll see if I can get that fixed. We'll get to the SP3, and then I think... Or no, I don't even think I'll go to the SP3. I think we'll be fine off the SP2. Let's see here. Let's let Anti-Venom get over one more bar of power. And then we'll be in Cosmic mode. And then look at this. I actually thought we would do a bit more there. I guess he's... Oh, man. Got a little arrogant on that one. I know it's not much, but I have 2 rank 3, 6-star Arc and Kingpin from where I was happy. Dude, those are great. Those are... I mean, we all... You got to play the game the way you want to play it, right? And part of that for me is taking your time, playing at the pace you want to play it. Your account will grow. As long as you actually play the game, your account will grow, Rob. And I think that's awesome. Like, that is amazing. You play the game the way you want to play it. It's like that saying, right? Like, you play the game, don't let the game play you. 2 rank 3, 6 stars is really good. Them being APOC and Kingpin, it's about as good as it gets in this game. Both of those champions. Congratulations. That's awesome. Like, I don't know. If anyone ever tries to make you feel badly about that, you send them to me, I guess. I don't know. But don't let anyone ever make you feel badly about that. PWF. I actually brought Scorpion to this war to test him out. The issue with Baron, at least for a clown myself, is that he doesn't really counter any of the nodes. The sooner would just melt things. Yeah, he really doesn't. It's just weird how much damage he's putting out. You're still relying a little bit on RNG though, as we saw with the Killmonger fight. APOC, Omega, Herc, and probably a ton others are signed that way too. But we've seen it before. Clown are hesitant to be the first to sign things like that. I always felt like I think I'm gonna get my butt handed to me by Wiccan. Oh no, wait, his neutralize is off of a combo. It's Rentra that's a real problem. He has high energy resistance. Wiccan's awesome for people. I know he kind of came at an odd time, I think, for people to realize how good he is. But as his featured crystal starts to get a little closer, I think people are going to catch on. Oh, that's good. I hope you guys are enjoying seeing this. Looks like the game kicked me out. We'll load it back up. I do want to finish this path. I was saying, MUH with his R4 Wiccan, I think is showing everyone. I think he's going to be putting out some more videos relatively soon. I don't want to put pressure on the guy, but I know he will be over the next weeks or so. Keep an eye out for that. That's great, man. Sometimes taking a break is a really, really important thing to do in life from anything. And for anyone who caught some of my videos while I was on vacation where I mentioned Joe, I was being serious. I tried to sit down and really figure him out, and I could not. So often I thought I had him figured out and I knew what I was doing, and then like the wrong card would show up, and I'm like, that's not. I would end a combo in a light thinking that a certain card would show up, and I wanted another one, and I found out through that testing that just 5-hit comboing and SP1. Often good things happened. So yeah. Speaking of rank ups, I'm about to R3 Cap Britain and then Omega Sentinel once I form a tech class Discord. Oh, that's right. Thanks for reminding about the Discord link. Let's see. There, that's good for, I think, 5 people to join. So if anyone else is interested in joining. And I really mean, I love that Discord server. I don't know why, but just a lot of really smart, kind people decided to join it. And it's really fun. I love that Wiccan still causes game crashes mid-fight. Only been 2 months. Oh, that was a Wiccan issue? I thought that was just I'd been playing too long and the game was decided I needed to go away or something. But hey, that's awesome that Wiccan does that. Place 50 Wiccans on defense, right? Oh yeah, I forgot about the stupid node. Oh well. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Killed myself on that one. Awesome. Thank you, Marvel Addict. I'm glad that worked. And thanks for reminding me. I just forget stuff. PWF is a Wiccan thing ever since his EQ. Face crashed twice in War 1 against him. That's crazy. That is really wild. That it's not fixed. Because they must be aware of it. Alright, gotta settle down. I'm playing a little too crazy because I want to get this lane done. Yeah, I got lucky on the resist last time with the Venom pool. All right, keep moving through. How many more fights are left? Okay, not much. And we'll go with Overseer. I guess Spider-Ham would have made more sense. Oh well. If this fight starts going poorly, I'll just back out because I don't want to take forever. Normally, you don't want to 5-hit combos against Man-Thing or MCoC, but like I said, I don't want to get this done, which is almost always a bad idea in this game. Thought that heavy might land, it did not. All right. Come on, MCoC. All right, Cosmic Mode triggered. I haven't been doing as much damage as I would have thought in this mode for this lane. So I'm going to try not to get too cocky about it here. Interesting that it's all 5-hit combos that increase MCoC's rage. It's not... I thought maybe because of doing the ending in light, it would not increase his rage stats, but it was. So you just don't want to 5-hit combo MCoC if you can avoid it. Not to be bothered, but I don't know where it's in the clip. Just want to get it while you're out. Thank you very much. Send it to... you can just do like, MCoC general, and then go ahead and tag me. I know there's the thing about like not tagging me, but go ahead and tag me. That's fine. And you're not being a bother at all. I think you're doing something really cool, and I appreciate it. So thank you. All right. This is definitely not how you should play against Wasp. I hope you all already know that, though. Should bait these heavies and these specials. And then she can't evade. Here we go. Let's see if we can stun her and finish this off. Nope, not going to happen. That should finish her. Feeling it. I'm feeling it. We've been going for quite a while. How long? I can never remember exactly where to tell how long we've been gone. Just a little over 2 hours, so I guess not too long. All right, and we'll clean up this fight against Gallon. How have people found Gallon to be pretty tough defender? I guess if you don't have the right answer for him, he's really difficult. Have anyone found some like kind of offbeat answers for him? Obviously, the neutralize is the way to go against him and Teddy. Which is what I call Hulkling. So if you've found any specific answers for him, let me know. Tiger's been my go-to, though. Why did that one hit me? I didn't want to get pressed to my SP3, but it is what it is. I just heavied with Diablo. Interesting. Just the poisoned him down. I don't know how to handle his SP2 with Tiger yet, so I don't really want to push him to it. Why is that hitting? I'm trying to figure out. There's obviously something I'm missing. But as you guys can see, and I'm not sure why some of those SP1s hit. Maybe there's something. PWF. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read through his kit and see if there's something in there that I'm not thinking of, or if there's something on the node. But I couldn't, while looking at it, I didn't see any buffs or debuffs up that would make it make sense why sometimes it was hitting and sometimes it's not. I do know that it's a massive window to dive in with Tigra and have him miss. Like I almost accidentally discovered it when I was still learning his SP1. You think he gets a true sense of you know what? I think you're right, Brian. That's no. Why is it feeling like a synergy or something that happens when he has the planetary mass, maybe? Or the harvest? I can't think of what he calls all this stuff. All right. Well, I think that's it for today. Thank you for everyone who hung out. That was a blast. Thank you, Slay and DLL, for stopping by, dropping knowledge, and just making this even more fun. I am so excited to be back. I love streaming. I love hanging out with you all. You guys are the reason this is fun. So I'm going to do that as much as I possibly can. We're still going to be getting out videos. Tomorrow we have, I'm looking at my calendar here. I did open 20 crystals for Gallon. So that'll be coming out tomorrow. And then we have the updated champion August tier list coming out on Saturday. And then we'll just keep this rolling. Thank you so much. I missed you guys a lot. Like I had completely enjoyed doing this. I think you all know that and can tell. But thank you. I appreciate the comments and everything like that. And I hope to see anyone who can come by the meetup. Make sure you check my Twitter. I'll be posting all the information on that. And we'll be doing more and all that. I'm even having trouble saying bye. So I'll just say it. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And we'll catch you all really soon. Take care.